Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Space Engineers No Jetpack Survival. I am Prime. We are in our mostly constructed base now. I want to get this airtighted this episode if I can. There's a couple of things we're going to need for that. Most of this welding, by the way, I'm not going to make you watch it, but it's going to happen at some point in my next couple of hours, I think. So where are we at with iron? Plenty of that to do this job with. How about steel plate, because we're going to need a lot of that. Steel plate, yeah, we're maxed out on that. Next thing I need to check out here is the drill. We've got a big ass drill out there, and we are using piston 2, I think, right now. 9.8 meters, so that's very soon going to become maxed out, and then we can actually get on to the next one, possibly. Cargo capacity is like massive. We've got loads. Right, okay. So what's taking up our inventory right now? Quite a lot of stuff we don't need, so let's think about depositing some stuff so we can carry more steel plates. We're gonna have to hand weld a lot of this. Yeah, let's get rid of that lot. Let's get rid of that lot. Get rid of one of the bottles because that's taking up a lot of space. Don't need any of that right now. Nah. Sort that out. We've got 7 rifles. Huh. No wonder I'm using a lot of my inventory up. Okay. Right. That'll be all the rifles we stole from the robots that were coming after us. Right, so we're going to have to weld up. Well, we've done this floor. That's nice. Okay. We have to weld up this floor and that lot. Once I've done that, I'm going to come straight back to you and we'll start working on the airlocky parts. Well, not really airlocky parts, but we'll start like walling all this off and making things a bit more interesting. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Hey, look, I'm actually using this access point that we put in. Just wanted to say that before I carry on with all of the welding. Okay, so a hell of a lot of steel plates later, but not a lot of time, to be honest. I think it took about 15 minutes. We welded up this entire floor and the one below. We're just about to do, well, we're doing a roof now. We've done this bit. Just got this little patch to do now. So I figured, you know, might as well come back on, do a bit of chatting, get to know each other a little bit. Last time I was asking about the music thing. The general consensus seems to be good as it is right now, so we'll carry on with that. A few of you are a little bit disappointed that we haven't got the old ways with, you know, all the cool sort of retro music in there. I mean, we do still have a bit of that, just not as much as we used to. But you know, there's a time and a place for that. And the time and the place for that will be when we're doing more of our story-based stuff. But you know, that prompted a couple of other people asking about what my kind of music is. You know, what sort of music do I like? I mean, to be honest, I don't use music in these videos that I don't like. So that should give you a bit of an idea of kind of like, you know, what tickles my trumpet. Sounded rude. But yeah, I mean, basically, I've got quite an eclectic taste. I like a lot of music, everything from rock through to club dance music. I do like my electro swing. It's all interesting to me. But yeah, all the music you see on here is music that I've picked out because I particularly resonate with it. And I feel like it fits the video at the same time, so it's like a double whammy, really. Even the classical sort of cinematic stuff, I love that stuff. It's great. It's just not the sort of stuff I would listen to on the bus, maybe. Not that I'll be needing the bus much for too much longer, hopefully. Again, you know, we're still down to 1 video a week. That's simply because I'm still in the middle of doing all my bike stuff, so first lesson is this weekend, so that's probably happened by the time you're watching this, or if you're one of the early birds who jumps onto my videos early, yay for you guys, then it'll be very soon, if not right now. But yeah, so that's the first one, and then I've got 3 more in the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is occupied already. But then after that, I've got a bit of time to do some more video stuff, so we might get a bit more out in the next week. I don't even have work, which is fantastic. So pretty much can go full-time YouTuber for a few days. Then the week afterwards, I have the tests, my motorcycle tests. They're at the end of the week on the Wednesday and the Friday. So again, I have plenty of time during the week, providing I'm not like a dumb ass who needs lots of extra lessons. Providing that's not the case, I should be able to get a bit more video done the week after as well. So, you know, kind of yay for a full return to normality. And then once I'm eventually commuting to work via motorcycle, I'm going to have a lot more time for all of this. So I'm not going to be spending 90 minutes per trip on a bus. So, yay. And that was a lot of rambling while I'm doing some welding. Not a lot left to go. We'll come back when that's done. Okay. Now I do believe we still have 1 unwelded block in this base. Besides any that are like kind of outside and down around the ground where I've kind of missed them because I don't care about them. So, and it's foggy inside. That's so annoying. Can't see squat. I'm going to have to repaint this whole base at some point. This kind of silver is not working very well. But yep, I believe that's the one. And we knew it was going to be a pain. There we go. Done. Right, okay, I can't see anything in here. So this entire base, I think until we repaint it, is going to have to change colour. So let's go pick a paint colour for the entire base so I can see what the hell I'm doing. It's got to be a good base colour though. We're in... Ooh, what sort of territory are we in? Let's go outside. Let's look at it from the outside. And it should be airtight now, actually. We don't have any vents inside yet, so... Right, so we're actually kind of mostly on sand. There is snow around it, but it doesn't actually touch the main part of the base. Yeah, I think we managed to actually keep ourselves off the snow. Yes, okay. So, okay, now when we do this, everything, is this going to include, oh god, if I repaint the whole grid, is it going to include the subgrids? Is it going to repaint that and that? We're just going to find out the hard way. Right, okay. What should we do? Shall we... plastic armour? Dust armour. I think we go with dust armour on the outside. And then we repaint the inside with the plastic armour. So hold Control, Shift, middle click. Yes, it doesn't do the subgrids. Lovely. Okay. So that's the outside. For the time being. Let's weld these bits up. Okay, we need parts. Right, we're just going to go and do some tidying up around the outside here. Some of these bits might get changed a bit because they're a bit sort of placeholder-ish. Yeah, these ones. These are all the ones I kind of said I don't care about. We don't even have a block in there. Well, you know, I'm kind of starting to care about these blocks now, so... I think I might end up grinding those outside edges ones off.
Energy low.
Yes, energy's low. Yeah, this looks alright actually now. I can actually see what's going on. We need to, we need to do a bit of painting on the inside as well, so we'll use the paint gun for that, because I don't want it like this all the way around, not all the time. But I definitely want it to look a bit brighter, and with the silver armor, it doesn't matter how many lights you have, it's going to look dark. Do you know what, while I was in there I should have just got some materials, but I can go from here. Okay. So we're just going to sort of tidy up a bit today. Make things look a little more acceptable. Yeah. I've got some stuff around the bottom here. Oh, shoot. That's where the ore detector was. Okay. Okay. Feel like we need something here. And then maybe like there. Not so much there, but we should sort of try to complete the shape a bit. Yeah. Okay. This area is open for no reason. Got a little bit distracted here out this area, but it's been kind of begging to be welded for a while. Still not certain about the bit underneath there. I might just still leave that because that hasn't changed. I like that bit.
Energy low.
Yeah, gotta get my energy. Okay, that looks a little bit more. Still need some plates for that. Let's get my energy. It's going to take a lot of air to fill this space. Okay. So at the moment, I don't want to risk decompressing the whole place, so we're gonna have to do some separating off first. But let's just finish that last little outside bit, and then we'll come inside and do the rest of what we need to do there. I mean, it's not fully airtight because of the roof, but there's still a big staircase sticking out of the roof that doesn't have a kind of a cap on it. You can go around that. These are fine. These can stay the same. It's like it's just gonna. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Okay. I think I'm. Apart from that little bit, it just looks silly unwelded. Don't need you or you. You're a good idea. You're a good idea. What's going on there? Is that the inside wall? Let's have a look at least a couple of them welded. Now there's a little rampy thing here that needs welding. Of course I'm out. we go. Oh, and of course. It looks a bit more complete now. Okay, let's go in and actually do... Well, first thing, I need to change over that drill because it will have maxed out by now. So let's just access here. 2A, 10, 2B is not yet. So timer, drill timer 1, set of actions, 2B, increase maximum distance, and 2B, let's just double check its settings are right. Maximum distance is 0.5, that's already increased a bit. Yeah, velocity is positive, everything should be fine. Right, okay, so 2B is going to start extended. Let's just double check that it's not done anything weird, like gone up or anything stupid like that. Yeah, these are fine. Okay, so this is getting quite a lot deeper now, which is great. Right, quick energy use, and then let's start looking at how we're gonna block off these floors. So this is the first challenge. Now here we've got plates. I don't really want to mess around with that. I also don't really want to... Yeah, I don't want to be messing around with that bit either. So it doesn't need to be an airlock door. Just needs to be a door. So does that make sense there? Maybe not. That will. That makes the most sense, I think. I don't think we're glassing off that side, so I think maybe that makes the most sense. What else have we got? Ah. Not that one. Nope. That's good. But that way around, I think. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that means I can put that there to like that. Okay. The narrow one might have been better though. But it's going to take up the full space either way, so... Right. And now across here we need glass. So... I don't have any windows on the bar yet. So we're too high. So 2 blocks high. Right, which ones are 2 by something? 1 by 2. I know there's no 2 by 2s. Is there a 3 by 2? There's a 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is the same. So flip them that way. They look cool if they're like that, but maybe not the inverted. No, maybe the inverted. Yeah, we'll go with the inverted. We're going to get a couple of girders. Let's get 4. 1. Oh, that's perfect. That's actually a perfect fit. Okay, that works there. That means this side could do with a couple of plates just to balance that out. Right. And now up here, it's the same deal really. Oh, we could have done with 2 more actually. 2 more girders. Right. So back to the window blocks. Exactly the same windows. 1, 2. I could have put them technically on this side facing out that way so that they don't actually then they don't take up this whole space. But to be honest, I need that space anyway to be open so we can get close up. So I think that should be all right. I see incoming. Raider drop pod. Oh Jesus! I don't like where that's actually coming down. Well, it missed the building. It's getting absolutely destroyed. Oh Christ. Target practice. I think it's dead. Okay, so where did it land? Well, I guess it landed around there. That's really close. There's almost certainly a load of damage. Right. I want to say that gun's probably not been damaged. Right, okay, I think we got away with that. I don't see smoke. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Right. Back to it. So here, I don't really want to go... Well, we don't have any reason to do anything other than plate here, so we're just going to do that. Just simply because, I mean, we only went thick downstairs because of the whole sort of door thing. And it's mostly because I need the door to be able to set back a little bit, just so we can get over that lip before we start trying to get in the doorway. That way when we're closing the door behind us, we're not sort of falling down the stairs trying to do it. You know, logic. A little bit. Right. All this is going to need colouring. Refineries sound a bit bored. Like they just keep refining in whatever we got for it and then runs out of stuff to refine straight away. Right, those are going to take up a ton of inventory space, so we're going to go up and do the plates up here first. Right. We've got the windows still to do, don't worry, not forgotten. Now down here... Oof. Okay, still possible for me to fall down. Yeah, I've got to do all this bit. Okay, so we need another bunch of window stuff. So more girders. So at least 2 more girders. Okay. So that's we're going to go number 2, number 7. 1, 2. On this side. Now I've got to be careful here because whatever I put on this side is going to affect whether we're actually able to block this off. Now, I don't necessarily want to go airlocking on the top of here. That's pretty. Nice sky. Yeah, I don't want to be airlocking on top of here because it's going to negotiate. Well, it's going to ruin that, that, and that. All of those are going to just. Oh, maybe not that one, but all of those are going to be interrupted. They're going to be sort of made difficult. Then, well, less efficient. That's the word I'm looking for. Right. So
Energy low.
I need to get my energy. But also I need to sort of airlock this space around here and, you know, sort of block this whole area off, really. Get our energy and we'll come back and we'll start looking at that in a sec. I might need some sort of secondary energy point. And possibly some seating. We've got lots of room now, so... right, so... Let's see. Well, the first thing I know I'm going to need is a door, but I think before that we're going to need to put some sort of like a passageway in. See what we have that looks pretty cool. Okay. It just all looks a bit that might not be too bad. It lies. Okay, we'll see how that works. Let's just try. Okay, it does work. It's just a bit. That's a bit like headbangy, potentially. Maybe we bring it out one. Bring it out one. Yeah, and then we can door on the front of that. So let's do some sort of a. We need a cool door, but could be like one of them. Yeah, that works. Okay, it looks kind of outdoors-ish as well. Fine, and now here, let's do half blocks. Don't really need to go super like derpy with this thing. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Normal half. There. So if we put that there, we put another one of those on. Was it that way? I think it was there. And we put a full block on here. Okay, that pretty much, well, it doesn't completely solve the problem because that's connected to the whole downstairs. So I still need to bring these across here. So we're going to go with the half blocks again. That kind. Yeah. And we're going to fill in this space here. Okay, we can get more materials upstairs actually. Make sure we haven't got anything sitting on there. Yeah, I wanted a doorway that sort of uses the space wisely, but isn't a problem. I'm going to put another door on this side as well, because this should, well, it goes directly to the outside, so it needs to be a bit more airlocky, this one. Right. Yeah. That becomes kind of airlocky, that. If I put a half block on top of there, does it look stupid? The answer to that is yes. Okay, so we won't do that. I think that'll be fine as it is. Right now, windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 more downstairs. Nice spot for a vent there. Ugh. Ugh. How can a glass window be functional before it's finished? I don't really understand that logic. Unless it's like you've done it except you haven't welded, yeah, you haven't polished the frame. It's not even clean. It's a brand new window. It's not even clean. If it wasn't me fitting it, I'd actually be complaining. Right, we probably also need to do something with the upstairs downstairs boundary. Maybe. It's still a very large space. Again, airtight in large spaces is a bit awful sometimes. But then again, every time you open the door to go through, you turn it back into a large space, so therefore increasing the risk of it breaking again. Maybe we just test it to see. Well, let's not do something with this bit yet. We'll reserve the right to do it if it starts getting a bit derpy, but we won't do it right away, and we'll see how or if the whole airtighting things improves at all. Okay, that's that. Okay, so essentially we should be mostly airtight now. I think we need to put, let's close this door. Somewhere in here we need to put a vent. So we've got plenty of spaces. I think here would be a really good spot for a vent. So let's put...
Energy low.
I know. Crikey. Yeah, I think probably a vent here would actually make a lot of sense. But then again, it's covering up that then. Don't really want to do that. Let's put a vent on one of these. I'm going to be sort of doing stuff with these anyway. Let's go with the half air vent. Yeah. Not yet. Okay, we need energy. And then we have to go and hunt down the hole. Okay, we have a hole somewhere. For sure. We have a door that's not closed or something that's broken. We need to airlock that bit as well. Probably before we actually do go outside. Oh, we could go out via the bit that is airlocked. Now, here it's a bit more critical because there is no air to get for free from outside. So, quite literally, all of the oxygen we will have can only come from ice. So we don't really want to be throwing out a massive volume of air every time somebody opens the wrong door. So we've got to be really cautious with that. What's that? That's not a problem. Batteries might be a problem, so I might have to cover these. Think we go with a window on those. Keep them visible. That's nice. That's a bit of an issue because there's a battery sitting behind there that might not be fully airtight. And it's underneath this, which is kind of necessary, but I could take it off technically and just not have it. Okay, let's see if we can figure out where this... Actually, no, while we're not airtight, let's do the outside door from around the back. Is there any reason we're not airtight around there? While we're here. Possible. It reminds me when we did the Pertan base, it took... Ooh, that's very pretty. Wow. That might be a screenshot. Something like that. At least for the time being. Right, let's check around. Right, at the moment I don't see any issues. I mean, we are going to have to cut into all this and put windows in, but at some point what I can do is put a couple of extra O2 tanks in that we can then decompress into before we do that. There's all of this here which I'm not certain about as well. Could be something like that that's causing this. I mean, have I even just missed something? I think what we need to do is we need to set this to leak finder. Or is it going through there? That's kind of annoying. On this side. Ah! That might have just been it. Okay, now we got something going on here. What the actual hell? Got a block somewhere around there that's not welded up. Trying to triangulate where it is. I think it's like just behind there. There it is. Don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get out of there once I get in. How do I weld that? Well, let's get the parts I need first. Okay, now I'm stuck in here. We'll have to fill that in a minute, but I think generally speaking, let's make sure we don't have any holes in these bits yet. We're looking pretty good here. Okay, we might be alright here now. It's saying something about there, but that's the one I just did. So let's fill these back in. Give this leak tester a chance to finish. Still saying there. Like round there-ish. Aha. No more leaks, apparently. Right. So we should be able to get oxygen from the inside. We'll lose that little bit of air each time we open the airlock and go through, but we should, in a moment, be able to breathe. I don't think I would have ever found those without the leak scanner. So that's a good part of build info. Absolutely fantastic mod, that. Okay, and it's one of the only concessions we made to make things easier, because otherwise it just gets boring. This thing's filling up, so there's so big a space here that it takes forever to pressurize. Right, which is partly why we don't. I mean, when I do that, it's going to have to start pressurizing again to fill this space. I'll close that for now. We'll just put an air. We'll put a vent in here somewhere. We do have a nice space here, so I think here may be, or possibly upstairs, because we're using this as one space. So here, one of these would make the most sense, I think. 8, right. Could do it like that, or I could put one on one of these, or even on the front, or right. Good. This bit's pressurizable as well. Both floors. Oh, that was quite quick actually. That wasn't so bad. Right. Nice. Now we definitely need oxygen tanks to be able to depressurize into. Now, a bit of a problem because they're going to get filled by, yeah, if we're not careful, they get, unless I separate them from the main system, they're going to end up getting filled up by the O2 gens. So I don't necessarily want to have that happen, but if I disconnect them from the system so they're separate, we can have a separate problem of, once we've depressurized into them, we're rarely going to be able to use them, because these will fill the air with the remaining oxygen from the main tanks before I get a chance to use them again. So all the air we suck out of the room is not going to be put back into the room necessarily. I Unless we put some sort of a script in place. Ugh, that's messy. Okay, right. I think we need... Okay, we probably need to go downstairs to do the airlocky stuff. Because they're both pressurized areas, I don't think we're going to have the problem of having to repressurize every time we go through a door internally now. They're both at equal pressure, so that's fine. Right. Additional oxygen tanks, but we need rules on them. Yeah, we're going to need to put some sort of an event controller in here. And we're going to have to put some rules on that tells the O2 tanks not to, well, it tells the O2 generators, but that's going to mess with the ice and the hydrogen production. Maybe we have to tell the oxygen. Why is that blinking? Bit odd. Right. Okay. Maybe we have to tell it that when one of the O2 tanks is full, turn the other one off? I don't know. Possibly. Possibly say that the other one should be off when that's full. But the problem is when that's not full and the ice is filling them up, it fills them all up equally. They sort of equalize, and then they'll both end up full at the same time again. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay. I think we should just not worry too much about it. We just need to keep putting ice in the system. I am going to need to depressurize the rooms though to... Yeah, okay, we're going to have to put more oxygen tanks in. Anyway. Just even for short-term use so we can depressurize the room and put windows in. So that this whole place has to be a permanently enclosed, like, tomb type thing. Right, so we have room for an O2 tank down the back of there. Do I have tanks on my bar at all? Don't think I do. Oh, I do, yes. Okay, that's an oxygen tank. So we'll put one in there. Okay. And we're going to put a couple more in as well. So we'll go up with oxygen tanks on here, so we've always got loads of oxygen. I think we probably emptied out the oxygen from my ship maybe to do this, but it should replenish itself. I mean, the fact that that's nearly full says that the ship is probably getting there as well. Right. Okay, so oxygen tanks should be showing on here. That's all 4 tanks. Got a fair bit to go. Hydrogen's full. Ice, still got 62k. Might be enough to do these. So now what I need to do, we're going to do the upstairs first. So we'll close this door. And we'll go upstairs and depressurize. Make sure my visor is shut. It is. Okay, and this will save us from losing any oxygen. Come on. Yeah, that's about as done as it gets, I think. Right. Okay, so here, let's start cutting out some spaces for windows. I think at that level is probably ideal, but I think I'm going to do like this. It's more interesting. And we can match them on top. Uh-oh, okay. down below because we're at top at the moment. Right. One more. Okay. So I need to find a way to... Well, the bottom floor is exact to this, so it's miss a block, grind a block. Say bottom floor, it's the middle floor, but you know. So miss that. Grind you. Should line up with upstairs. Right. Okay, so because this is the... Look, I think the bottom floor might not have the windows. If it does, it won't be down there because it's like awkward. There's loads of stuff in the way. So, window blocks, where are we going to put them? Probably on this bar. And I'm going to use these. Okay, we go upstairs. It should, in the end, look a bit like one consistent window with a block in the middle. Okay, now top one, I'm gonna go like that. Okay, so that leans off to the, it's got the cut off corner on the top right. Okay. Bottom cut off on the bottom left. Yeah. That kind of balances it out so it's not looking like it's too one way than the other. Right, okay. It'll take a bit of doing. So let's get the materials and get these welded. Now I'm fully aware that we're low on energy. I'm also aware that if I just go opening that door, we better hope we've got room to fully depressurize the downstairs.
Energy critical.
I thought we're not going to be able to depressurize it. We're going to lose a load of oxygen as soon as I go down there, so I'm going to have to build a seat. So any kind of seat for the minute. Just to get our energy back, because if I open that door to go downstairs, we lose all the downstairs oxygen because we've got open windows upstairs, and that's not really a good risk. So a little seat down here for now. We have to put some permanent seating in at some point. Okay, now let's go upstairs and do those. Right, should be good. That's looking like it's ready to repressurize. I don't know if I want to go for repressurization just yet though, because we've still got that side. That side's completely featureless right now. But we should have a look at what's outside. What can we put in that space, window-wise? Probably just do more of the same, really. That's a good view. Right. Yeah, let's go and do the opposite. So... Okay, good. Right, so get our energy and then we'll think about... Yeah, I think we do have to take those out and half block them. They just look weird like that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some half blocking. Right. Yeah, it doesn't really look bad, that. It's a bit neater than before. See if we can get the upstairs done before we run out of energy. Right, so I think that's all of it. So we can repressurize now. Okay, when this starts to get to decent pressure, I can go down and get some energy properly. And then we can have a peek outside at how awful this might look. I don't know. Could look good. It takes ages to pressurize this though. Might need to put some like extra vents in just to speed things up. There we are. All good. Don't have to worry about my oxygen now. Right. Open my visor now and actually listen to things. Very noisy. Okay. So we are airtight, which is what we wanted to achieve. There's a bit to do to make this thing look kind of attractive. I mean, some of this stuff can go up. Some of this stuff absolutely needs to stay down here, but needs a bit more something just to make it more coherent. Let's close our visor, go outside and actually have a little look around to see what we've done. Right, let's start from this side. You won't see anything from here, but this bit kind of already looks interesting, so it's quite good. Okay, yeah. That doesn't work too bad, actually. Yeah. I think that adds a bit of interest. I mean, we could still do some stuff from the outside to make that look a bit more interesting. Like, for example, we could put like a little ridge over the roof line if we need to, or we could put some catwalk around. Let's check the other side where we did a bit less. Okay. Not too bad, actually. These bits here I'm not sure about, but there's too much there to be able to do anything with that, so probably don't want to go too nuts with that. So yeah, maybe they're okay. Maybe we change them for sideways. I'm not sure, but we can leave that for now. But yeah, we have now got a fairly safe space. Oh, I must have mistimed that. Cost us a bunch of oxygen. I want to just check something. Okay. This is not decent as an airlock.
Inventory full.
That does not work as an airlock. For some reason. It's a bit frustrating. We need something a bit more consistent here, so I think we need to put a passageway on. Possibly like that. Right. And then we need to put another type of door on here. Like that. I think that'll work. For some reason, yeah, pairing up certain types of doors does not behave like an airlock properly. So that should now be okay, yeah. Let's see if that's affected. I mean, we lost a little bit from the doorway there, but let's see if that's affected by this one. No, that one does work fine, even though it's kind of a similar combination, but it's not the sliding hatch door with one of these, so that's all right. So yeah, your half sliding hatch door combined with one of those boxy door things, the sliding door things, whatever they're called, doesn't work as an airlock together. You need something in between. Yeah, bit annoying, but it's fine. Right, okay, this is where I'm going to leave this for now. We need to do a lot of painting, but now we can actually see the shapes ourselves because we're actually white now, and it's not like impossible to see things. We know where we need to work on. There's a lot to do, but yeah, fantastic. Fantastico. I'm happy we're airtight. Great. Okay, have a fantastic weekend and whatever, and I will catch you next time, and cheerio. Bye for now.